All right, because he says he wants to talk about it. So let's see. Hey, what's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, sis? What's going on?
Nothing much. You already know the topic, marriage necessary or not. I want to get your feedback on that.
Well, I feel it's necessary. It's necessary. You just gotta be, just know that well, you don't know because everybody changes after 7 years. So just in your heart, in the beginning, know this is what you want before you get into it. You know what I mean? So I feel it's very necessary. And it's just a lot that comes with it. You can't just change the way you feel or anything after stuff goes wrong or whatever. When you get into it, that's your feelings, no matter what. Um, as far as I'll say for me personally, a lot of it when I got married, it was for love, but then it's like we both was into the same kind of thing. We was both into entertainment, and we shared the same views on a lot of things. So it's like, yo, this is the match made in heaven. So why not?
Mm.
And through my marriage, we did a lot. We created businesses and everything. So, but like I said, people change after 7 years, and you can either grow together or some people grow apart because they have different mindsets, and it's not necessarily bad. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So never I never married off a benefit off of what somebody can give me after they go. Because I wasn't really worried about that. I'm big on family. I definitely wanted a family. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't happen. So I just had my mind where it was at. Like, we both in entertainment, let's do this. So, and I wouldn't change nothing, because if you change something, it can change your whole future. So where you're at now, you might not be there because of you didn't go through what you were supposed to go through. So, you know what I'm saying? That's how I
Absolutely,
feel.
absolutely, absolutely. I totally agree with you. Like, listen, like I said, everybody's gonna have different points of view and different, they come from different walks of life. So, like, I totally get where you're coming from. I have not been in your shoes, but I know that I know where you're coming from. You're my bro when we
Yeah,
talk. So
yeah,
I know
yeah,
where you
yeah.
come from.
Definitely. It's real. Like, everybody, like you said, everybody got their own opinion and everything else, but that's just my personal thing. Like, I wasn't looking at none of that, because we both was where we was at, and then we started to come up together. So boom, like, that's what the plan was, but the plan changes. It's all good. It's all good. That person's gonna be cool. I'm so it is what it is.
Do you think age kind of plays a part into uh realizing if marriage is necessary or
I
not?
believe
Like,
so. I believe so. I believe so. Because sometimes, in my opinion, when you're real young, you didn't really experience everything you're supposed to experience yet. But then you think you found this spark, and it's something you just never experienced before. So it's like, this gotta be it. This gotta be it. But it's something you didn't experience before. So you just don't know. So
mm,
when I was married, I first got married in my 20s. I did my mid 20s. So I didn't experience a whole lot, and you know the other person didn't experience a whole lot. But I guess we just found each other and just said, yo, this is, what I mean, this got to be it. So, you know, but like I said, every 7 years things change. People evolve, people go different spiritual routes and just believe in different things. So you don't know. Like, if after that
mm,
7 years you come together more, that's a plus. But this is different paths. So I feel it does play a difference, because what if you're with somebody older that been through their 20s, and know what it is. Like, nah, 20s is too young. You didn't experience nothing yet. Blah blah blah. But they're older, so they know. But you are in your 20s, and then you like you didn't go through that. But I know how I feel and this and that. But like, nah, you don't know. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
it's different. But if you're both in your 20s, both y'all in the same spot. So it's like, hey, let's rock out together. So age, I feel, might definitely, make a difference.
I appreciate your feedback, man.
So no doubt, you already
Yeah,
know.
a faithful viewer of Think Different TV, BNA Island, also two-time guest. Well, but actually, like, this like your fourth time being on the camera with me, but it was like
Right,
two-time guest, like independent artist spotlight, and
right, right.
now like 2 times comment on the topic. So I appreciate you for jumping on.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Keep coming with the heat. We got you.
Oh, thank you, bro. So I'm
No doubt.
let me see. Does anybody else want to join the topic? I mean, you can stay on if you want to. I will be jumping into the independent artist spotlight soon, but this topic is hot, and I want people to, if y'all got something to say it now, or forever hold your peace.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna let somebody else get their shine because everybody else has their opinion. I said mine. That's how I feel. But the topic is definitely heat, though. Like, if you've been married or not, you just give your opinion. No opinion is an opinion, so there's no right or wrong. So, I
Hmm.
mean, if you're watching, let's give your opinion how you feel. You know what I'm saying? But I'm
How
gonna
do you
rock
feel
out. I'm
about the
still gonna be
contract portion
the contract.
of
Go ahead.
marriage? Like, how do you feel about that concept? Marrying and having that contract in mind. That as far as the benefits that come with marriage. Uh, I'm talking about like state benefits because once you bring the state
Mhm.
into your home, now you are able to get certain benefits and you're also able to get certain tax breaks. Like, what do you think about all that? Or when you were married, you never really thought about all of those things.
To be honest, didn't really think about them things. Like, just mad. Like, what I mean? We really started from the bottom of where we was at, and then we just came up, higher and higher. Like, I'm saying, it really, it really depends. It could be really bad, or it could be, you could break even, or you can really get taken under. I feel it just depends on how the person you with is feeling that day. Because, I'm lucky, I would say, because the person didn't want nothing from me. I didn't want nothing from them. So we just, we both left with what we came in with.
Okay. So no prenup.
No, no prenup.
So no half.
No,
Take
no
half.
half. For real, like what's half or nothing? Like for real, like you know what I'm saying. That's
Yo,
yeah.
let me just real quick shout out I am KVJ. Also Conan Kors, Carson, California still on Fish NC22 join. What's up? Thank you for joining into Think Different TV. I am KVJ said um a
Shout out to
marriage
both.
contract is the worst business deal ever signed. 50 Cent said that. Well, why is that? Why is that? Is it because of the lack of benefit to a man that he said that?
Man,
I'm
from
surprised
what I'm
Carson didn't jump on because Carson said that he don't want to get married because he said there's no benefits for a man in that. How you figure?
it
You
it
know?
seemed like that though, because you know all the things have been coming from like benefits of the health care and all that, and I'm like, and if a man was to take advantage of that after if the woman was the breadwinner, like he would seem like he weak. Oh, you gonna do that? But it's like when the woman, it just is deep because when they part, if the woman gets what she's supposed to get from the man or whatever, that's right, girl, you stuck by him. But if the man, like, what if she's the breadwinner and oh, you just look like a weak dude and oh man, you corny and all that. So
Hmm.
I don't, yeah, that's deep. That's deep.
So I'm
You
glad that
think
you
about
jumped
it.
on.
For real, yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Wait a minute, hold up. Let me see if he's still on. Oh, he did. He jumped off. Punk. he jumped off. He must be doing something. Real quick, shout out to Euphoria Water, one of my sponsors that just jumped on, and Baby Girl 1412. Thank you for joining on. Man, this is a hot topic. I decided to do this. Wait till next week's topic. It's gonna be crazy. After the segment, I might drop what's gonna be next week. But this topic, like I was gonna make sure that I gave y'all the pros and cons, you know, why people find it necessary or not, my views on it. I heard you guys' views. I want to continue the conversation at one, in the comments. Like, please, I always post my videos on IGTV under my Think Different TV series. I also post it on YouTube under my Think Different TV channel. So you can always watch the replay and, put in the comments how you feel about the topic. It's very important that we get this discussion going because, like I said, a lot of times people are going into marriage, being naive about the concept of marriage. And that can cause a lot of strife. And that's why the divorce rate is so high, because a lot of people go into marriage not realizing all the work that it takes to be in a marriage. They go into a marriage not knowing how to, like, one person might be really like business minded about the whole thing, and the other person may be like, I'm just in love and I'm just, and they're not good at finances and stuff like that. That could cause a rift too, because you might have somebody that's the breadwinner, but the other person might be the spender, or they're both breadwinners, but one person's spending more money than they can, than they can make at a moment's time. So all of these things being discussed prior to the entering of this contract can be very beneficial. We don't buy a home without first getting it inspected. We don't buy a car. Well, a lot of people don't buy a car without test driving it and making sure that, when it comes to marriage, if you're a person that's like, I want to know what I'm getting into, it's important to have that conversation. I think we're all grown. I think when you get married young, yeah, that love can be very, very strong. But like I said, feelings can change. You get older, you can change. You come into different situations and you realize that you want things to be a certain way that you didn't want it to be before. And that's going to cause a rift between you and your mate, because your mate wants you to never change. Then your mate wants you to be the exact same way you were when y'all got married, because that's who I fell in love with. Not realizing that when you get married young, in your 20s, you still got a lot of growing to do. Even if you get married in your 30s, you still got a lot of growing to do. That's like the age 30, 40s where you start experiencing a lot of loss too. In families, a lot of stuff like that start happening. So like how we gonna deal with that? When you're young, you're all carefree and everybody is, partying and stuff like that. And then when the real hard stuff starts hitting, what is that person gonna do? Is the person gonna fold? Are they gonna like, you also got to know the type of person you going into a relationship with, what kind of mindset they got. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I always be like, okay, I want to get married, but I don't want to get married to somebody that don't agree with the mindset of financial freedom and getting things on track and putting a income protection in place. I can't be with somebody like that, because it's like at the end of it all, you leaving me in a bind, but you supposed to love me. But you want me to be up here setting up GoFundMes. Like I'm not already devastated that you're going. You get what I'm saying? So that, and then also someone who gets married and, you know, all of a sudden, oh, this is what get me when women and men get married, and then the women were like, well, we're married now, so I don't have to do nothing. You take care of me.
What?
That's not part of the contract. When we got married, we both had jobs. We had two incomes coming into this household. That's what I was.
Oh,
That's why I loved. Well, I loved you because I loved you for you, but I also loved you for what you could bring to the table as well. But now you're telling me you're not bringing nothing to the table, but yourself and an appetite.
yo, that sounds like some Fall from Grace kind of stuff. Ashtray, like what? You remember that movie?
Yes.
Okay, yo, that's yeah, that's what I'm
Like
saying.
you don't want to be that, you don't want to be in that situation. That's why it's always good to know everybody's intentions up front.
Yeah.
Also the subject about kids. That's another thing that breaks up a lot of marriages. You don't get on topic about, well, what do you think about kids? How do you feel about having kids? Oh, I really don't want to have kids. Oh, well, then that once y'all have that discussion, now you can know where you stand. Do you want to still have kids with this? Do you still want to marry this person knowing that they don't want to have kids? Or are you going to just, you know, are you going to cut your ties? Because if that's what you really want, you should not feel bad for ending something with somebody knowing that you're not going to get out of the marriage what you want to get out of the marriage. That's why I said contracts are negotiable. You're supposed to put all the terms of the contract on the table. You know, don't leave any stone unturned. How do you feel about marriage? How do you feel about kids? How do you feel about having a home? How do you feel about finances? How do you feel about income protection? How do you feel about, like, ask that person, because we get so caught up in the courting phase and being like so in love that we are afraid to rock the boat or make the other person feel uncomfortable by asking these very important questions. And then we go on into these contracts that can only be broken by the state. They have to grant the divorce. Now, luckily, they got no fault divorce that people can just go in and say, I don't want to be married to this person anymore. And the other person say, yeah, I don't want to be married with that person either. And then the court be like, okay, you know, as long as we can separate everything amicably, then, you know, we can call it quits. And we'll stamp divorce on your marriage license. But the thing about it is that you can avoid that trip. Just like, I feel like I'm going back to last week's topic about being honest about your intentions. You know, then bring it into marriage. What are your intentions going into your marriage? Because that can lead to a lot of things being cleared up, and then you won't have this whole thing where you're wondering, oh, well, will I ever be fulfilled in this marriage? You talk about it. You put all your things on the table, and whether it's necessary or not, if you're going into it and y'all both know intentions, is like, it doesn't matter if it's necessary or not, because you just want to do it, right? But when I brought up this topic, I was really thinking about the relevancy of marriage. There's a lot of people just being together and they're just creating families and having babies and stuff like that, which used to be taboo back in the day. You could not have no kids out of wedlock. But now people just creating babies, creating families, and they're not married and they're just doing their thing, you know, me included. I'm no innocent person in all of this. But hey, when it comes down to it, when it comes down to the topic of marriage, people are more willing. It's crazy because they're like, I don't know about getting married because, I don't know, because that's a big commitment, but they don't mind having a kid with somebody. Like, that's not a big commitment. Right. Hey, I'll have a kid with you, but I won't get married with you. But a lot of people that think along those lines, well, they're quite foolish, but they also are thinking about all the other stuff, like at the end of everything, like, oh, am I going to be able to trust this person with sharing my life with? Share my financial life with, share my spiritual life with, share my emotional life with, sharing my, what's another thing? Just all of those parts of me, my mental life with. Am I ready to fully commit to that person and do that, because you can have a kid and not have to be with the mom or the dad. You can have, you can have a kid and just focus solely on the kid and not be with the other parent. So I think there's a cop out. There's a lot of breakdown of families because of the fact that they created this, thing where it's no longer a requirement in order to even start a family. But marriage is supposed to be the beginning of all of these things. But when you skew the lines and say, oh, well, she has a child with this guy, and they're not married, that's okay. Stuff happens. That's the thing. Stuff happens. Everything happens for a reason. Stuff happens. And then they say, oh, well, they don't have to be married because they love each other and they don't need a piece of paper to declare their love to one another, which I believe that to be so, but that's also a slippery slope. The reason why I feel marriage is starting to be irrelevant. It's still necessary for all of, but then next thing you know, they're gonna have a thing where they're like, oh, you're common law, you've been with somebody for years and years and years. Oh, well, and you say you want to get health benefits through this person. Okay, as long as they just put your name and they have your social security number, they can put you on there. Or, it's gonna be a slippery slope. As long as they keep changing laws to fit what society wants, it's gonna trickle down to the point where people ain't even gonna want to get married anymore. They just like, I'll just stay with this person for the rest of my life, and I don't have to have a piece of paper to declare that. I'm sorry, I'm rambling, but go ahead.
That's true. I got married actually in two different ways. I got married before like the whole paperwork and the law and contract. I got married like in Islam, and there was no paperwork. There was no big ceremony with that. Like, I was with the brothers, she was with the sisters, like, and we said a couple words or whatever and said, you're now married. I'm like, huh? So next time we see each other, like, yo, we married, yo. Like, and, because a lot of religions don't believe in all that extra stuff, like the paperwork and all that, and it's just different religions and different views on things. Like, I don't know what to the 100% see, so I'm just going to go off what I feel like I know. Like, it's like with Islam, like, if you have more than one wife, every wife has to have the same exact thing the other wife has. Or, if you give that wife a baby, you got to give the other wife a baby, or, like that, and there's no paperwork or nothing with that. So I don't even know if the state or whatever even recognizes that you're married, but y'all religion recognizes it. So, when you should go or whatever, they just know what to do, I guess, because it's like, it's not on paper or nothing like that, so it's just different. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yo,
The
bro.
states probably don't recognize it.
Yeah, you bring up a lot of good points. Because religion plays a big part in it too. Religion definitely plays a big part in it too. But you know what, guys? This topic is hot. We can be talking all night about this topic, but I still have my independent artist spotlight. Being Ali, I appreciate you for jumping on, bro, and sharing your point of view. And next week topic, I might as well tell y'all now before I go into the sponsors and talk and get into the independent artist spotlight. The topic for next week. We all know that recently Lee Daniels apologized to Monique.
Yeah.
Who apologizes faster, or who finds it easier to apologize, men or women? That is next week's topic.
Great topic.
So I don't want to hear your thoughts just yet, because I know you burning and you want to say it. Say that for next week. So y'all, next week's topic is, who finds it easier to apologize, men or women? I'm interested to hear y'all thoughts on it. But I love you, bro. I'm gonna have to let you go. I'm gonna jump into these sponsors, then I'm gonna bring on our independent artist spotlight. But as always, you're always welcome on Think Different TV with your girl.
Thanks, sis. Love you.
Love you, bro. All right, y'all. So that is the topic for next week. Are y'all ready? First off, let's end this week's topic. What are your thoughts? Marriage, is it necessary or no? We want to know. You know, Think Different TV is open to all of your opinions, and there's no judgment here. Okay, we're like Planet Fitness, no judgment zone. Okay, I want to know what you think. I want to know, do you feel that it's necessary? Do you feel that it's not necessary? What are your reasons? Why do you feel it's necessary? Why do you not feel it's necessary to get married? And when I talk about marriage, I'm talking about that legally binding contract, that marriage license. I want to know. All right. What's up, Lackless Ride? Lackless Ride? I think that's what it's called. Thank you for joining in tonight. Just Shades, thank you for joining in. I see you. I see you. Sir Papa, thank you for joining in. Melita said it's gonna be so good. Yeah. Next week, I want to see, because I know it's gonna be a lot of men like, it's easy for men to apologize. You know, women don't never want to say sorry. And then women be like, I don't want to say sorry because I don't never be wrong. I can't wait. It's gonna be so fun. So definitely, I'm gonna post this IGTV series, Think Different TV, also my YouTube channel, Think Different TV. When you watch the replay, make sure you hashtag replay in the comment and share your thoughts on this topic. Is marriage necessary or not? All right, y'all, interesting topic. We're going on 10:40. I want to shout out my sponsors real quick, because without them, Think Different TV would not be here, and I would not be here as your host doing Think Different TV. So I got to shout out my sponsors: Anointed Ads, award-winning graphic design website company, 14 years in the making. All right, over 100 websites created, and I'm telling you, has eye-catching designs that you just know that it is an anointed ad. All right. He's done the flyer for Think Different TV. He's also done flyers for me in the past for my financial business. So make sure y'all follow him on Instagram, like him on Facebook, check out his website, www.anointedads.com. All right. That's ANOINTEDADS. All right. When you're ready to get your project started, call Phil, Professional Phil, at 609-534-0237. I'm saying it right, because I had to stop myself. I'm saying it too fast, so I'm saying the wrong thing. No, it's 609-534-0237. Make sure that when you mention Think Different TV, listen, when you mention Think Different TV, he's gonna give you 15% off. I just want to put that out there, all right? So when you get your project started, make sure you hit up Phil. He does flyers for events. He does flyers for, your business. He does websites. Like, amazing work, amazing work, y'all. And then also my other sponsor is Euphoria Water. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm looking for something real quick because I want to make sure that, because I feel like, no, I said it right. It's 534. Yeah, that's his number. This has been a crazy day, so I've been getting my numbers mixed up and all that stuff like that. But Euphoria Water is our other sponsor. The cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals, no chemicals, no additives, none of that crazy stuff. It's medical grade water, highest pH. If you're going to hydrate the right way. Get you some Euphoria Water today. All right. And real quick, before I bring on my independent artist spotlight, I want to make sure that I play the Euphoria promo song real quick. done by Medusa Phil 215, because she wants to let you know how good the water is. And I want to let you know how good the water is. So I'm going to play this real quick. When you're ready to put in your order, make sure that you go to Euphoria Water right here on IG, or call Captain at 267-707-8279. If you got a job, put it in the air. Yeah, just like that from God. And if you don't, I want you to go over there and sip up that only thing that quenches my thirst and fill my thirst. The only thing that's in my purse or in my hand. You just gotta see that thing. No other. You can get it too. Face flow, and we coming out tight. I feel energy, now we so elevated high. Energy, now we so elevated high. When you sit, you wanna do it. I guarantee you much better. This coordination, I will get it. The way they keep it, you say you got the tricks. You really put it on for the thing. Yeah, I'm so yeah, bring your bottle of it. Yeah, I'm coming by you. THECURE. So that is the Euphoria Water promo song done by Medusa Phil 215. All right. And like I said, Euphoria Water is the water that you have to get to hydrate your body the right way. Okay. All right. So that's UPHORIAWATER. Make sure you go ahead, hit him up on IG, follow his page, call him at 267-707-8279. That's Captain. Get your order today. This water's so good. So it is now 10:45, and we're going to go live with our independent artist spotlight. This guy is so amazing. New York native. All right. We met back in the day, okay? Before social media was popping. So that tells you how how long we've been friends. We met on the music scene. I went out to his studio out in New York. He's always been about his music, been about his craft. He never, ever, ever gives you half-ass. He never half-ass anything. He always gives 100%, 110, 200, 1,000% when it comes to his music, his craft, producing, rapping, DJing. He's a DJ. I'm telling you, this guy, he's talented in so many ways. His pen is crazy. All right. We even had a song together that we're going to be releasing soon. But it's a secret. It's gonna be up there soon. So I want y'all to keep your eyes open and your ears glued, because that joke will be crazy. We already got the video and everything that we planning out right now. So it's ridiculous, all right? But right now, in addition to having his own project in the making, he's also working with B&A Island, who was just recently on my live, on different projects that is called, it's a project called the New Jack Kings, all right? And the thing about it is that they're channeling New Jack Swing in their music, right? So it's bringing the past to the present and bringing it current, and that everybody can enjoy that music and get those good feelings all over again that New Jack Swing brought to us so many years ago, right? I don't want to tell my age, but I do remember the New Jack Swing era. They have 2 singles, Crazy and Daydreaming. Oh, no, my mistake. They have like 4 that they released. Pandemic the Remix, Crazy, Daydreaming. They're working on a lot of stuff. But tonight I want to bring him on because I want him to talk about his project that he's working on that is soon to be released that I heard a little bit of. And I'm so proud of this guy. So I'm going to see if he's available. I know we're running a little bit behind, so I'm just hoping that he'll be able to come on and grace us with his presence. So let's see. So we'll see. I'm hoping because the topic went over the time that it was supposed to go over. So I'm not going to be upset if he's not available because that's my bad. But it was a good topic, right? Marriage, necessary or not. Like, and I know he has some thoughts on that too. So he might talk about that a little bit as well. But I'm seeing he's not jumping on. You know, I invited him. So I don't know. Oh, y'all, I so stuck. I really, really tried to get him on here and talk about his project. So let me see. Let me see if I can pull it again. All right. He is invited to join. It says he's unable to join. Oh my gosh. But I do want to say that he does have his project out right now. And I gave him an awesome introduction. I think I did. Because I thought he was gonna come on, but he didn't come on. That's perfectly fine because his music is available on all streaming platforms. So I'm just gonna pull up something that he's done that I love. And while I'm doing that, how about y'all hit me up in the comments and tell me how y'all feel about this show so far? How do y'all feel about the direction of Think Different TV? Is there a topic that y'all would like to discuss? Is there independent artists that you would like to put on blast that you love and you're like, hey, can you get them on the show? I want you to pick their brain. Like, let me know. Let me know because I want to bring y'all the best show ever. And the only way I can do that is if y'all help me be a better version of myself for you. So I need to know all this good feedback and know what exactly y'all want. What do y'all want to see? What do y'all want to discuss? Next week is going to be a crazy topic. I think I have another one in the wings after that I think a lot of people going to have a lot to say about too. So let me see. Hold up, y'all. And please do not talk about me not having my glasses because y'all know how I am. I really be trying to wear my glasses, but it just don't be panning out. Sorry, y'all. That's why. Okay.